Well, good afternoon, Basel fans all over the world. Welcome here to the United Arab Emirates for the 2022 IWBF World Championship. Currently, Great Britain, the silver medalists of 2018, will be taking on Australia. Well, if you're just joining us live here, two teams really going for a very highly contested matchup. Two very well-coached teams for that matter. Australia coached by the great, well, excuse me, just Craig Campbell, that is, excuse me, apologies. And of course, we're going to look at the GB lineup here with Charlotte Moore, one of the key players, along with Sophie Carrigill, not to mention Helen Freeman, their top player, and of course, Joy Hazelden. Jade Atkin, another key player you want to look out for. Number 9, Judith Hamer, some key players for this British team. But again, only one team can be the winner. We will find out as this game is slowly to get underway. Well, Jade Atkin and Judith Hamer have been the X factors here for this British team. If they get off to a good start, it could be GB's game, but you got to take into consideration Australia with key players such as Monroe Cook, not to mention the likes of their top player, Amber Merritt. A lot of other good players such as Inglis, and not to mention Dodd. Well, there are the team lists for the Australians. Hannah Dodd, as we mentioned, is going to be a key factor with Georgia Inglis, Amber Merritt. One of the veteran players, and many British fans knowing that she's actually born in the United Kingdom in the city of Portsmouth. But the Amber Alert is going to feature for the gliders here today. Well, the Australians we mentioned, coached by the great Craig Campbell, assisted by Tina McKenzie. Because his lineup featuring some very top talented players here, that's for sure. Great Britain, on the other hand, coached by Mikel Vaquero and assisted by Jorge Borba. The two Spanish nationals doing a very good job with a very good British team. It was GB who made the final at the 2022-2018 Women's Wheelchair Basketball Final that was hosted in Hamburg, Germany, losing in the final against the eventual champions, the Netherlands. Well, we do thank you for joining us here live on the YouTube stream. If you can, so kindly, please give us a like and a subscribe to IWBF on YouTube. GB will get this one underway with Joy Hazelden. Jade Atkin trying to go down the middle, of course, just finds a little bit of time and space and no problem off the backboard. GB breaking the early ice. The Australians having a very strong lineup. One of the key players, Georgia Monroe Cook, one of the top players in this tournament. Inglis trying to find Monroe Cook. Shot is up and a good response by the gliders. I know we have fans all over the United Kingdom and in Australia watching, but if you're outside those areas or within, please let us know where you're watching so we can give you a shout out. This is the IWBF World Championship hosted by the United Arab Emirates. We'll go and give it a go. Find Hazelden. Hazelden very, very good in and around the basket, around the paint. One of the more quicker players you're going to find here in transition at the IWBF World Championship. Joy Hazelden getting her first field goal of the game. Inglis trying to find a bit of separation. Amber Merritt just rattling in and out. Well, Merritt's one of those players. She's definitely going to get a lot of points tonight. You're going to be looking between 20 and 30 for the Amber Alert. As the same goes for Helen Freeman. One of the top scorers now, Jade Atkin getting another one. Action Atkin has come ready to play for GB. Over 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Merritt throwing a nice little dime, but now too much on the shot. Charlotte Moore with a rebound. GB looking to push this one. Sophie Carrigill, can she push this? Freeman Freeman with a bit of time and space. There could be a problem for Australia. Goes up, count it. And she gets the and one. She'll go to the free throw line for the three-point play. Welcome Boris Krenitz, MVP fan of the IWBF, watching from Germany, supporting the Gliders. Well, Boris, we're in for a great show. And already Craig Campbell wants to call timeout. The Gliders want to talk it over. GB with an 8-2 lead, and they'll come back with one free throw for Helen Freeman. Well, the Australians now chipping back into the deficit. Freeman responding after two field goals coming from Amber Merritt. And Hella Freeman getting the one earlier. She now moves up to top scorer in the game with 5 points. Australia with a bit too much time and space. Another shot is up. Back iron, can't get it. Now GB try to push this one. Freeman so far, leading scorer. Trying to find Jade Atkin. Atkin in the paint again. It's only going to be one outcome. Action Atkin. Extending Great Britain's lead back to 7. Well, Merritt shaking, baking all the way and just using the backboard. The bank is open. 6 early points for Amber Merritt. You know what a great player she is. Definitely the kind of player that dictates what can happen, the momentum, the rhythm, or definitely the outcome of any game. Is Hazelden down the middle, finds Carrigill. Freeman left wide open, the mid-range, no good, back iron. Ball goes out of bounds, and Australia will get this back. Chance to potentially cut this down to a one-possession game, excuse me. Great Britain knowing that Amber Merritt is the key game changer in this game. They got to make sure that she doesn't get any time or space. But the Aussies do have other great players they can try to get involved. Merritt with 6 points, 1 on the shot clock, can't get it. Freeman being heavily defended by Georgia Monroe Cook. Trying another give and go and a swifty little move there, but the finish wasn't what the GB players wanted. Australia with another chance. Can they cut it down to a single digit? And a turnover for the Aussies. Gliders making many errors that are costing them. Well, great to see that we have fans watching all over the world. Some great games we've had earlier today. Please let us know where you are watching so we can give you a shout out. And also, can you follow the IWBF on YouTube? And please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. This is the World Championship hosted in Dubai. GB with under 10 seconds. Can they get something going? Finding Sophie Carrigo trying to use the backboard a little bit too strong. Monroe Cook tries it again, sinks it. Now it's a three-point ball game. The Aussies continuing to build their own momentum and their identity in the offense. Ball goes out of play, but that will be a baseline possession to Great Britain. Well, welcome to Angus C. watching from Sydney. I'll do my very best, Angus, but for the most part, I'll try to keep you without falling asleep as Jade Atkin went for the tough one there, surrounded by a plethora of great defenders. This is good ball from the Aussies, but again, Gliders unable to capitalize. But GB now with another chance. Freeman trying to orchestrate something here in the backcourt. Under 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Charlotte Moore left wide open. Doesn't take many shots, but again, just too much off the glass. And welcome to Emma Povey watching from Yeovil in the beautiful southwest of the United Kingdom. Aussies with a chance to break, and again, both teams just struggling here from the field. Timeout to Great Britain as their coaching staff wants to talk it over. GB coached by Miguel Vaquero, assisted by Jorge Borba. Another good chance now for Craig Campbell and Tina McKenzie to try to regroup his players. It's only a 3-point deficit. We'd like to thank all the fans for watching live on the YouTube stream. We do have 340 live viewers. Please, if you can, like this live stream. We have 10 likes. Let's see if we can get to 20 before halftime. And also if you can subscribe to the IWBF YouTube. And please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Great Britain's journey to getting second place back in 2018 in the quarterfinals. They defeated the United States and then took on the hosts in the semifinals, but came up short against the Netherlands. Netherlands recently just winning their game against the USA, so it is very close. Canada also with a big victory in the women's against China. You almost feel like it's anybody's game when they turn up on any day. So welcome to the Spears family watching from Sydney. Go Gliders. Amber Merritt in transition. She has 6 points, but good transition recovery from Joy Hazelden. Not allowing Merritt anything easy, but what a beautiful dime by Amber Merritt. And that is just a tough play, finding Hannah Dobb with the easy lip. Dodd classified as a 1.0 player. Now the Aussies are within 1 point. Freeman going pick and roll with Hazelden, and that just works to perfection every time. Hazelden extending Great Britain's lead back to 3. Well, welcome to Mr. Jackson watching from Australia. Of course, supporting the Gliders. Under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Merritt goes to the mid-range, just off to the side, no good. Hazelden with a rebound. And welcome to Miranda Uni, the Izzy Martins family watching from lovely Melbourne. Nice possession here by Team GB, but they throw it away. Good interception. Now Australia can push this. Monroe Cook has options. Again, great job by Jade. Action, Atkin. Not allowing Emma Merritt, probably one of the best players in the IWBF World Championship, to have a wide open look in the paint. Monroe Cook, bit of time, bit of space, but an offensive rebound secured by the Gliders. Merritt becoming a facilitator, excuse me. My apologies. GB looking to push this one, leading by 3 points. Potential 2 for 1 they can get here. Freeman finding Sophie Carrigal. Atkin now with 5 seconds. Got to get the shot up. A good defense by Amber Merritt. Falls into the hands of Freeman right at the end of the shot clock with the dagger. Well, that was something out of nothing. Great defense by the Gliders, but in the end, it just fell into the hands of the great Helen Freeman. 2 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Gliders, they want to use this, but they're going to go for a quick one. And now they've given GB the chance to get another shot off. Gliders probably should have taken their time a little bit more. Atkin trying to push this, finding Hazelden. 1 second left. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, it is indeed GB who have a 5-point lead. This one could go down right to the wire. Well, we'd like to welcome Michael McAfee supporting Great Britain, Lake Show Cards supporting the Gliders. And welcome to Catherine Martin, Brian White, and thank you very much to Simon Craig for your kind comments supporting the Gliders. We'll be back in just under 2 minutes. Well, I'd like to thank you, the fans. We said let's get to 20 likes before halftime. We're now at 27 with the second quarter to go. And again, if you are watching live, please give us a like. Let's see if we can get to 40 before halftime. Thank you to all the fans watching live. This is IWBF World Championship. Well, welcome back to the second quarter. Great Britain with a slender 5-point lead against the Gliders, Australia. Australia has been led by number 15, Amber Merritt, originally born in Portsmouth in the United Kingdom, but moved to Australia at a very young age, was a silver medalist in the 2012 Olympics in London. And also silver medalist at the recent Commonwealth Games in the 3x3 competition. Well, Merritt extending up to 8 points, and again, it just goes to show what a great player she is, classified as a 4.5 player. Hazen down the middle, makes a bit of contact, can't get it. Australia with a chance to cut this down to 1 point, maybe tie it up if they go for a three-pointer. Monroe Cook looking for Amber Merritt. Can she go up to double digits? Just a little bit too short. Martin trying to secure the rebound, but that goes out of bounds. And now will be possession back to Great Britain. Well, welcome to Nikki Parker, watching from the capital of the United Kingdom, London. What part of London are you in, Nikki? Also, welcome to Phyllis Dodd, supporting Hannah Dodd. Geordie Wayne, Angus C., welcome again, my friend. Sci-Fi Sicko, that sounds such an interesting name. I like that one. Michelle S., welcome as well, supporting the Gliders. Hazelden now going down the baseline, puts up the shot, just rattles its way out, and what a dime coming from Monroe Cook. And let me tell you, Amber Alert, she's going to lay this one up. She moves up to 10 and cuts it down to a 1-point ball game. Well, Amber Merritt, as we mentioned, was actually born in the south coast of England in the United Kingdom, in the naval town of Portsmouth, but moved to Australia at a very young age. Represented the Gliders at the 2012 Paralympics in London. And she is the ideal role model player for athletes all over the world. Kingsbury, love it. Welcome, Nikki Parker. I'm actually from Twickenham, southwest London. Not too far from the rugby stadium. Merritt, what a dime. And Amber Merritt, the vision of this lady is terrific. But Monroe Cook, chance to give the Gliders the lead, and she does just that. Welcome to Michelle Martin, Go Team GB, watching at work in Portsmouth. Michelle, I've got some horrible news for you. I am born in Southampton, but that doesn't mean we can't be friends. And at the moment, GB need to regain the lead. Freeman trying to shake and bake away in the lane. Good defense for the Gliders. But an offensive foul is going to be called against Carrigill. Moving screen calls. The Gliders just rattling in and out. GB with a chance to retake the lead. Freeman trying to find a bit of space here. Separation's up, but just too strong on that. Monroe Cook with a rebound. Nice little backdoor cut, but it gets blocked by the backboard. Monroe Cook with the offensive rebound. Now it's a three-point lead to the Gliders. Welcome to Phobel and to Con Koliampas, the Koliampas family watching in Melbourne. Can Freeman get it going? And the left-handed sniper just cuts it down to a 1-point ball game. Well, Monroe Cook is feeling the confidence, but just a little bit too short. Freeman comes up with a loose ball, trying to push the tempo here for Team GB. Trying to find action, Atkin. Atkin trying to take the lead on this one, gets her own rebound. Second time lucky, but rolls its way out. And the Aussies are able to secure the loose ball. Foul's going to be called against Great Britain. Well, Ian Harvey watching the Ashes on one screen and the IWBF World Championship on the other. Ian, let me give you some advice. Cricket needs to take a break right now. It's all about the IWBF World Championship. Australia currently taking on Great Britain. And these two teams locked in at 1 point deficit. Welcome to Lee McGregor, also watching from Melbourne. Go Gliders, especially Amber, Issy, and Laura. Six on the shot clock here for the Gliders. And again, the bank is open. Extending the lead back to 3 points. And welcome to Marcos Gonçalves. Hola, mi amigo. Well, Freeman a bit of time and space, and she'll use the glass. Both teams just trying to go from the 45-degree angle, making the most of the mid-range shooters. Helen Freeman already 11 points so far here for Great Britain. And a technical foul is going to be called against the Australians, so it's going to be called on Hannah Dodd, so not too much process there from head coach Craig Campbell. So it's going to be one free throw here to Helen Freeman. Chance to tie the game up. Unable to capitalize. Now, because the Australians have possession, the technical was called, they will get the ball back after the free throw. Well, we currently have 417 people watching live. Can you please give this YouTube stream a like? We currently have 38. Let's see if we can get to just over 40 before halftime. And we thank you for all your support throughout the IWBF World Championship. Australia doing a good job coming up with a lot of offensive rebounds. Now, can they extend the lead again? The shot is up, and it's good. As Hannah Dodd, at the moment, starting to build her confidence. She now has a second field goal here tonight. Tenor on the shot clock. Freeman trying to give and go with Carrigill. Again, a nice little 1-2 punch between those two, using the ball screen effectively. Kind of have the feeling this game could go down right to the wire. Two very good teams, very well coached on both sides. Craig Campbell for the Gliders, Miguel Vaquero for the British. Another shot up, and again, just excellence demonstrated at the highest level by Georgia Monroe Cook. What you have to appreciate about the Gliders and with GB, they move the ball so effectively in the half court, but getting high percentage looks from the field. And at the moment, a 3-point lead to the Gliders. Judith Hammer checking into the game, unable to get the roll on that. Gliders with a chance to make this a 2-possession lead. Well, another shot is up, just gets the roll on it, and Hannah Dodd, again, building her confidence, hitting her third field goal. Well, Miguel Vaquero has called for a timeout, but just tried to cancel it. So I don't think the players will go for a team talk. But Vinci for the Gliders will sub in very soon. Well, Angus, I got to tell you, I think Georgia Monroe Cook is an idol to many athletes all over the world. One thing I have been very impressed with here at the IWBF is seeing how competitive all the teams are, but most importantly, the good-natured approach of all the athletes, but also everybody loving the occasion, enjoying themselves. Over 3 minutes ago, Freeman goes up, and again, cutting it down, a 3-point ball game. She has 13 points so far, just over 50% of GB's points. Australians having way too much time and space. GB's defense just falling asleep, but unable to capitalize. GB will get the ball back. Great Britain now, trailing by 3 points. Freeman's made a few shots so far, and again, she continues to keep cooking. Well, Freeman at the moment feels anytime she gets to the 45-degree angle, you know the bank is going to be open. It's back to a 1-point ball game. Well, yeah, Georgia Monroe-Cook. She is on fire at the moment. 12 points for Monroe-Cook. Under 2 minutes to go. Judith Hamer just trying to get into a rhythm here, but being heavily contested on defense. Well, Hamer's the kind of player, she's definitely a game changer here for GB. And at the moment, the defense of the Glide is making it very tough. Foul is going to be called on the ground. It's going to be the third team foul against GB. Well, the shot is up by Amber Merritt. Back iron goes out of bounds. Hannah Dodd just got the last touch on it. Now will be possession back to GB. Well, Freeman again, just getting too much on that one. That's off to the right and hits the side of the backboard. Monroe-Cook so far, 12 points. Back iron, can't get it. Hamer with a chance to get something in transition. Can she cut it down to a 1-point ball game? Amber Merritt trying to get back and trying to make it a tough one, but no problem for Judith Hamer. Well, Monroe-Cook again continues to pile on the pressure. She has 14 points. 3 seconds left. Freeman takes it, doesn't get it. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, it is the Gliders who lead by 3 points, 32-29 against Great Britain at the IWBF World Championship. at the IWBF World Championship Women's Edition, of course, in which these two teams, the winner, will progress. Well, it's going to be tough, of course, because these two teams have been locked in. But at the moment, the difference between Great Britain and Australia has been Georgia Monroe Cook. Great Britain have been led by Helen Freeman, with number 7, 15 points. Jade Atkin, Joy Hesden chipping in with a combined total of 10. The Australians are also been attributed with the great play from Amber Merritt, the 2012 Paralympian, also silver medalist in the more recent Commonwealth Games in the 3x3 that was hosted in Birmingham, the United Kingdom. GB will start the second half. Remember, this is the big game for these two teams. Freeman trying to get things going here in the backcourt for GB. Under 10. Nice little give and go play. And again, a nice little finish by Martin. Well, Maddie Martin, Eminem as I like to call her, has just checked in. And breaks the first ice here at the beginning of the second half. Gliders still with a 1-point lead. Remember, winner of this game will go through. Loser will have to go for the classification round. Monroe Cook, she missed a wide open one. There still will be Gliders ball on the baseline. Well, I'm going to challenge all the fans watching live on the YouTube stream. We got to over 50 likes here before the start of the second half. Let's see if we can get to 75 before the fourth quarter. If you can give us a like on this live stream, that would be most appreciated. And also subscribe to IWBF on YouTube. Well, big moment now, but the officials just trying to sort out an issue that we have with the clock. Monroe Cook again, she is feeling it. Shooting the lights out, get the electricians here. And she now moves up to 16 points. Sophie Carrigo wide open under the basket. They don't get the ball to her. Freeman trying to go give and go here with Charlotte Moore. And again, a nice little pick and roll sequence. Moore finishing. Merritt here got it by Judith Hamer. Again, Monroe Cook, another mid-range, just hits the front iron and rattles its way out. Well, the way she's been playing so far, you would expect that one to go in, but now Freeman has numbers. Freeman trying to go baseline, looking for Carrigo, but finds Charlotte Moore. Moore takes a tough one in the lane. That's good defense by Dodd. Gliders looking to extend this. Merritt trying to push the tempo. That goes out of bounds. But a very uncharacteristic turnover there by the Gliders. Both teams have done a relatively excellent job of taking care of the ball. So much depending on this game. Could this be the game that goes right down to the wire, or could one of these two teams try to steal the victory in the second half? We'll find out. Freeman trying to get a bit of separation. Another pick and roll sequence, but an offensive foul is going to be called. And you have to appreciate the Gliders defense. Very principled, very disciplined. Inglis only 2 points in this game, but the Australians trying to go with everything through Georgia Monroe-Cook and Amber Merritt. Monroe-Cook again. Even when she misses a shot, it looks like it's going in. Freeman finding a little bit of space. Good defense coming from Hannah Dodd. But Freeman's still trying to go at her. Takes a tough one. Hand in the face. Freeman. That is a tough shot. The defense, my Hannah Dodd, was absolutely suffocating, but just not enough. GB retake the lead by 1. This game's almost becoming a roller coaster. It's Monroe-Cook now. She's got to make this one, and no problem. Oh, she's got 2 field goals so far here in the second half. Game's top score with 18 points. Hannah Freeman, excuse me, 17. And Gliders trying to make it difficult for Helen Freeman. Carrigo finding Judy Heyman. That goes out of bounds. And again, the Gliders defense forcing Great Britain to turn it over. A little bit short on that one. It's going to go out of bounds, but the Gliders trying to save it. Just can't stop it from going out of bounds. 5:51 to go in the third quarter. Thank you to everybody who has liked the live stream. We have 62 likes. Let's see if we can get to 75 before the fourth quarter. 406 people watching live, but these two teams are going to call timeout. Let's see what both coaches have to say. Craig Gamble will talk it over with the Gliders, while Miguel Vaquero will talk it over with the GB players. Please give us a like on the live stream if you can. Great Britain trailing by 1 point. As mentioned, these two teams locked in, back and forth. Hamer finds a bit of space, takes it, nails it. Miguel Vaquero, true professional coach. Little expression, but also understands the importance of this game. Both teams need to win this. The loser will go into the classification round, while the winner will go on to the quarterfinals. Amber Merritt, you would definitely have counted her to make that one, but just unable to knock it down. Hamer with the ball. Oh, good passing from Great Britain, finding Freeman, and a foul has been committed. So 2 free throws coming up for GB. Foul is going to be called against Australia's number 6, Hannah Dodd. Freeman just wide to the right on the free throw. Makes the second one. 2-point lead to GB. Merritt draws a foul. Basket will not count, but it will be a sideline possession to the Gliders. Second personal foul against Helen Freeman. Monroe Cook so far 18 points, makes it 20, and she ties it up. Well, Chef Georgia continue to put on the main course with 20 points so far here for the Gliders. And now Freeman trying to find a bit of space. Nice give and go play. Charlotte Moore off the backboard, but too strong. But a nice build up there from GB, and Australia with a chance to retake the lead. Amber Merritt, yeah, just struggling a little bit here in the third quarter, but she's the kind of player that all she needs is just a few moments to get into the rhythm. A confidence player, of course, and one of the very best here in the IWBF. GB with a chance to retake the lead. These two teams locked in at 38. Finding Freeman, end of the shot clock, goes for the fadeaway, side of the backboard. Solid defense of the Gliders. Gliders want to retake the lead. Georgia Monroe Cook. Top score in this game is going to go out of bounds. But now we'll go back to the Gliders. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Gliders have to be quick. It's going to be a turnover. Out of bounds violation. Trying to go for the three-pointer from the side, but just too late of an entry for Inglis. Australia's defense trying to make it tough at GB. Hamer just hitting the front iron. Charlotte Moore trying to contest for an offensive rebound, but Amber Merritt comes up with it. Both teams have had a few chances to retake the lead, but now it's in the hands of the Gliders. But another turnover. Again, maybe the pressure of knowing the outcome of this game will decide how these two teams progress. Winner will go on to the quarterfinals, while loser will go to the classification stages. Carrigo finding Freeman, good passing. Judah Hamer uses the time and space and gives GB a 2-point lead. Boris Krenitz says, let's go Australia. Where are the GB fans? Let us know where you're watching. And let us know which team you are supporting. Gliders trying to tie the game up. Under the basket, good defensive presence by Judith Hamer. Now Freeman. Foul is going to be called against Australia. It's going to be the second team foul. Well, that's against Australia's number 12, Georgia Inglis, classified as a 2.5 player for the Gliders. Freeman top of the key, finding Hamer under the basket. She's not going to miss that one. And Australia's defense just falling asleep. And it's now a 5-point lead to Great Britain. Can the Aussies get back? Merritt in the paint, and again, when she's near the basket, Amber Merritt is simply unstoppable, and she needs to step up here for the Gliders because they need some inspiration. They don't want to let GB build too much momentum going into the fourth quarter. An offensive foul called against Great Britain. Well, Miranda Uni says, go Australia. Well, Amy Sterling O'Kane says, let's go GB, watching from East Lothian in Scotland. And Farjana Mishu watching in Bangladesh, supporting Great Britain. Two very good teams, but the winner will progress. Loser will go into classification here at the IWBF World Championship. Merritt finding Inglis wide open. Can she go for it? Can't get it. Hamer with the rebound. Cargill looking for options, but a foul is going to be called against Australia's number 6, Hannah Dodd. Dodd picks up a 3rd personal foul, and that could be costly for the Australians because she's been terrific in this game. 6 points so far, but it's been a defense that really has been key for the Gliders. 1 minute to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I asked you, can we get to 75 likes before the 4th quarter? We have 73 likes. Let's see if we can bump it up. Thank you to everybody watching, 481 live viewers, and also subscribe to the IWBF on YouTube if you can, please. GB turning it over. Great defense by the Gliders. Now Merritt will try to push this. Monroe Cook to her left. Looking for options. She's going to go herself, takes the mid-range, just rattles in and out. Freeman just trying to go in and around the defense. GB spacing just a little bit too congested. 7 here on the shot clock. Nice give and go. Carrigal down the middle. Hits a back iron and just rolls out. Australia can't get the last shot. Merritt thinks about the 3-pointer. Dodd down the middle, just out of control, and again falls over, and hopefully she's okay. The health and safety of all of our athletes here at the IWBF World Championship is the #1 priority. But GB will get the ball back. Well, thank you, Boris. Thank you very much. We're now up to 83. The goal will be to get to 100 by the end of this game. But at the moment, Hannah Dodd just slightly out of control. And again, still on the ground. I think the physio team need to come onto the court, as well as Coach Craig Campbell. And again, hopefully she's going to be okay. It looks like she is going to be okay, and that's a very positive sign. I think maybe just some impact to her left arm as she hit the ground, but tough as nails, and just a round of applause from all fans, GB fans and Australian fans, and that's what it's all about here at the IWBF. Well, at the end of the 3rd quarter, Great Britain have a 42-40 lead here against Australia. Remember, the winner of this game will progress to the quarterfinals, while the loser will head into the classification. Thank you to all the fans watching live here on the YouTube stream. We now have 86 likes for this game, and again, I can't thank you enough. But let's see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to challenge you if we can get to 100 likes by the end. The Aussies being led by Georgia Monroe Cook. She has 20 points. Amber Merritt with 12. But again, who else for Great Britain? 18 points for Helen Freeman. Australia only 4 players on the stat sheet for scoring. Well, Great Britain currently with 8 players. Well, we will be back in just over 1 minute for the 4th and final quarter. Who will go to the quarterfinals? Will it be the Australian Gliders, or will it be Great Britain? We'll find out when we get back. Well, if you're not nervous, there is something seriously wrong with you. Fourth and final quarter about to get underway. GB with a 2-point lead. The defense of these two teams has been exemplified at the very highest level. It's a very low-scoring game as Monroe Cook tries to tie it up. Great Britain bringing back in Joy Hazelden. Hazelden trying to go down the middle. Finds a bit of space, doesn't go herself. GB take a 2-possession lead. Judith Hamer time's getting ready. Well, Hamer has stepped up big time here in the second half. She has 9 points. But the Gliders, no need to panic here. Only the fourth quarter. Just need to be patient in every offense. 7 here on the shot clock. Finds Merritt. Merritt puts up the shot, and Amber-Roo, the Amber Alert. Maybe she's about to catch fire, and this could be a good positive sign for the Gliders. GB need a good offense. Australia, they need good defense. I think Hamer tried to make a pass, but just off target on that one. Now Monroe Cook in transition for the Gliders. And the Aussies tie it up. Just when you think one team is about to build momentum and try to move close to the quarterfinals, the other one just gets right back in it. Locked in at 44 apiece. Hazelden going baseline. Nice give and go play here, the pick and roll sequence, and Charlotte Moore. That's a great build up, but again, just didn't get the right angle on the backboard. Now the Gliders, a chance to retake the lead. Vincey getting the ball reversal. Finding Monroe Cook. Again, the rattle not just there. Every shot she's taking, they're good looks, they're high percentage looks, and they look like they're going in. It's just a drop of the dice here for Monroe Cook, but she's got to keep shooting. Australia need him now. Hamer, can she tie it up? Well, excuse me, can she give them the lead? Just short. Both teams now. Mental anxiety probably settling in, but Monroe Cook looking for Amber Merritt, and a little bit short, gets her own rebound, and no problem on the second shots. 4 points for Amber Merritt. She now moves up to 18. Well, 4 in the fourth quarter. And Merritt just hitting the ground there. Finding Jade Atkin. Atkin just outside the paint, goes up, but it ties it up at 46 apiece. And these two teams just exchanging buckets on the IWBF stock exchange market. The question will be who will have the higher interest rate at the end of the fourth quarter and head on to the quarterfinals. Merritt in the paint, the foul's going to be called. No basket. Well, now you can see Amber Merritt, the confidence is high flying, and she is looking more and more aggressive every time she gets the ball. But she's got to play with this confidence. She's got to help Australia. Monroe Cook has led the way for the majority of the game, but could this be Amber Merritt time? Could it be Amber Alert for GB's defense? Well, great defense by Atkins, putting a hand in the passing lane. Hazelden, they got numbers. Carrigal just going to slow this one down in transition. Trying to go to Hamer. Turns it over now. Australia with a chance to retake the lead. They have the advantage in transition. Foul has been committed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have 89 likes. Can we get to 11 more by the end of this game? Please give us a like here on the live stream, and also please subscribe to the IWBF on YouTube. If we can get to 100 likes, that would be magnificent. Showing our support to both the Australian Gliders and Great Britain here at the IWBF. The winner will go to the quarterfinals. Gliders trying to retake the lead. Tough pass, great interception by Atkin now. Hamer's trying to push this one. 2-on-1. Hazelden finds Hamer, tries to find a separation, puts up the tough one. but great defense by Georgia Monroe-Cook. Well, Monroe-Cook did a great job there trying to play between both Joy Hazelden and Judith Hamer, but now can the Gliders retake the lead? Merritt under the basket, gets rejected. Well, Judith Hamer says, not in my house, get out of here. Well, we got a timeout now. These two teams are gonna talk it over, locked in at 46 apiece, 5:33 to go in the fourth. And again, if I can kindly ask, please, we are 6 likes away from getting to 100. Please give this live stream a like and a follow on the IWBF YouTube stream. You know, Boris, we're 1 like away from getting to 100. Oh, no, we got there in the end. Thank you so much to all the fans watching live. We've now reached 100 likes here for this live stream. Thank you. Now we can enjoy the last 5 minutes and 33 seconds. Australia 46, Great Britain 46. Nice pick and roll sequence, but just hits the front iron. Carrigill secures a rebound. Both teams' defense. Well, traveling violation called against Carrigill. Costly turnover. Whoever gets the next field goal, it's going to be a huge confidence booster. You can see the anxiety in both these two teams, knowing that the winner will go to the quarterfinals. Going to Merritt, a few seconds now, Amber Merritt. Amber Alert has switched on, and that is the Amberoo. She now moves up to 20 points. Phenomenal shot by Amber Merritt. Australia retake the lead by 2 points. And that's going to be the first team foul against the Gliders here in the fourth quarter. Joy Hazelden putting a bit of pressure against Martin, number 22 for the Gliders. Well, Amber Merritt has been the model of excellence here for the Gliders in this tournament. Georgia Monroe-Cook got it going early on for the Gliders, but now this could be, Amber Merritt might be known as Miss Fourth Quarter right now. Freeman trying to get around the defense. Can she tie it up? Too strong off the backboard. The rebound secured by the Gliders. Monroe-Cook relatively quiet here in the second half. Finds Merritt. Merritt goes front iron, can't get it. And that would have been big for the Gliders. Second team foul against the Gliders. Joy Hazelden just doing a very good job every time she has the ball. Getting the defense to commit these fouls. That's going to be against Amber Merritt. It's going to be her first personal foul here in the game. Remember, second team foul for the Gliders. GB just making a tough pass, turning it over. Good defense by Australia. Now can they get something here from the counterattack? Merritt trying to go baseline. Well, nice dime under the basket. She's fouled in the process, so Georgia Monroe-Cook will go to the charity stripe. 2 big free throws coming up for the Australians. But what a dime of a pass from Amber Merritt. Just short on the first free throw. Well, it's got to be one of those games that you don't want to look back and think the outcome could have been different had you made all your free throws. You just simply have to knock these down. She can make it a 3-point ball game and does just that. Australia trying to build some momentum here. Remember, they were trailing by 4 points. They found themselves back in it. Now, can GB respond? Freeman down the middle, finding Atkin. This is a big shot. Atkin takes it. Got it! That's a big-time shot. Cuts it down to 1 point. Every possession, both mentally and emotionally, will count for both these two teams. Trying to find Amber Merritt under the basket. It's simply unstoppable every time she gets the ball in the paint. Back to a three-point ball game. Hazelton finding Freeman. Freeman's got a bit of space. She's got to go up with it. Freeman gets it. It's back to a 1 point ball game. Now we're under 3 minutes to go. Well, Miranda Uni, you said it perfectly. This is getting very tense. Two great teams, but the winner will go to the quarterfinals. And GB commit their last team foul before putting the Gliders into the penalty. Remember, it was Great Britain that won the silver medal at the 2018 IWBF World Championship, losing to the Netherlands. Australia only winning one game. Not advanced to the knockout stage. Monroe Cook goes to long one, can't get it. And GB happy to let that one go out of bounds. 2:32 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, who are you supporting? Are you supporting Great Britain or are you supporting Australia, the Gliders? Let us know in the live YouTube chat. Carrigal now finding Hazelton. Charlotte Moore, big shot, can give him the lead, but hits the back iron. A slight delay in game as Joy Hazelton. And that was a good look for Charlotte Moore. It was on target, but it just hit the back iron. Australia just surviving on that play. Merritt now heavily guarded. Patience will be key here for the Gliders. Merritt goes for it, takes it, doesn't get it, but an offensive rebound. Monroe Cook, top of the key. Can she get it? It just rattles in. 3 point lead to the Gliders. Under 2 minutes. Well, a technical foul's been called. Well, timeout, excuse me, no. Well, the way the official signified that timeout almost looked like a technical, but Miguel Vaquero and what they brought about will talk it over with their team, while Craig Campbell, knowing that his team have a 3 point lead with 1:52 to go, it will be Operation Hold On here for the Gliders. Well, Great Britain will get its sideline. Carrigal will inbound this for GB. 1:55. The Gliders with a 3 point lead. Hazelton just trying to find a bit of space. Again, interception. It's going to go out of bounds, but that will be out of bounds and Gliders ball. So a turnover. Gliders with the momentum. Any fouls will send him to the free throw line. Big shot, top of the key. 5-point ball game. Gliders started to believe. GB must get something from this offense. Under 90 seconds left. Freeman looking for options. Finds Charlotte Moore. Moore takes it. It's going to be a little bit short. Gliders come up with a rebound. Six-point lead to the Gliders. Merritt not making the second one. GB, it's not over yet, but they need something in this offense. Freeman thinks about it. Trying to go for the hesitation. Finds Hamer. Hamer gets a foul, gets the M1, and a big chance here for GB. Well, if Hamer makes this free throw, it then becomes a three-point ball game with 58.8 seconds left. Hamer makes a free throw. Australia in the penalty. Any foul will send him to the free throw line. Well, Hazelton trying to get the interception. Abba in the lane gets it, no problem. And another timeout to Great Britain. 5-point lead to the Gliders. But the three-point play from Judah Hamer does give them a bit of hope. Well, GB ideally want to get a quick score. I mean, if they want to go for a two-pointer, ideally they want to go quickly because they want to get one defensive possession down the other end. But they must score here. Freeman tries to go to Hamer. Hamer under the basket. Goes up, misses, gets her own rebound. Tries to put back and it rolls its way out. And that is extremely unlucky. Well, they did everything right there. They executed the perfect play. That's a tough, tough play there. Great defense by the Gliders. Well, big free throws now for Monroe Cook. Missed the first one. Okay, if she makes his free throw, it's a 6-point ball game. Makes the second one. Well, you got to think GB must probably go for a three-pointer now. Hazelton trying to not touch the ball yet to save some time. Freeman now, big three, takes it. In and out, almost got it. It was a good look. But in the end, just couldn't get it. And you got to feel for these Great Britain players. Australia's been terrific. Two players really stepping up here, Georgia Monroe-Cook and Amber Merritt. But Great Britain, Judith Hamer had two good opportunities and just the roll of the dice, unlucky of course. And the same for Helen Freeman. The three look good, but just rattles his way out. Amber Merritt missed both free throws, but gets her own rebound. And Amber, the Amber Alert, was switched on here in the fourth quarter. The silver medalist at the 2012 Paralympics and at the 2022 Commonwealth in Birmingham. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Gliders inching closer and closer to getting to the quarterfinals. It's been a terrific game. These two teams competed right to the very end. Second free throw knocked away by Monroe-Cook. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for joining us here at the Dubai World Trade Center. At the end of this one, it will be Australia who take the victory 62-53, and they progress to the quarterfinals. Congratulations to the Gliders, but also it was a great game. Great Britain, you can see what it means to this team. They've been fantastic so far. It was really tough. They played some really good stuff, but in the end, the shots didn't drop in their favor. Well, we thank you for joining us on the live YouTube stream, but more games to come here today here in sunny Dubai. But for now, it's goodbye here at this game.